grab the YouTube chat.
And we'll be
Big viewer next
on
Tuesday.
our way, huh?
We're gonna do some viewer deck submissions today. So if you're someone that would like to hang out or send something in, you can do that. All right, I was thinking about it. I think I want to play our new pay-to-win card for a couple of games before we move on to our viewer submissions. What's my last card? What's my last card here? Oh, we should look at untapped status. Yeah, that's a good call. All right, I'll do on this while we go look at untapped status. Look at that Agatha pile of cards. You'll love to see it. Mr. Fantastic, Surge hand buff. Probably a fine climbing deck. Like playing Shang-Chi. Another hand buff variation. Shang build having significantly higher cube equity isn't surprising. Weird Sarah stuff. Oh, I guess Mr. Fantastic tagging Kitty is fun. Hey, look, that's basically like what we just put together. I wasn't playing Surge and I have a Herbie. Gosh, look at these people stealing my deck list proactively, chat. That's so rude. Fantasticar in Spectrum ongoing. That seems weird. It's Hydra Bob. Do I like put weird mix of stuff there? Mostly high Evo though. That makes sense, I think. Herbie and Surfer has gotta be worse than Surge. Mr. Fantastic's good there, but highest cube rate deck from 70 to 100 plus 20 plus games with any of the new cards. Okay. Average cubes, 20 games, has to have a new card. All right, 2.35 for Herbie. That has all three of them in it. That's probably the winner, honestly. Yep. All right. Well, who doesn't love Bruce, chat? Thank you for the support as always, Dance. Appreciate you. Whoo! Surge and Frigga splits? Is it my birthday? Certainly feels like it. Assuredly, one of these two lovely ladies gives up the gold crackle, yes? We're overdue for a gold crackle.
Mastery.
Miss. Surge, and then... I got so excited when I saw the red, because the red complements the dots. I mean, it's a premium ink, but it's not a gold.
Mastery.
Gold crackle has to be behind card number 3, obviously. A Dan Hip Kingfish up. Nice one.
Mastery.
Lovely, lovely. It's interesting because in a way, this is kind of an expensive album, right? Like it's all 700 gold Dan Hip variants, but is every single one of these cards series 4 and 5? I think they are, yeah. Yeah, Bill and Grandmaster are both higher series. Absolutely.
Behold my creations.
Decent hit. We play Misty, and then we'll Herbie on 3 and just keep charging this up. Oh, I haven't put a black border on Hulk yet. I haven't played him since I started black bordering things. I'm definitely gonna start doing that. Herbie not looking so hot here. Lovely. I'm probably gonna have to murder Herbie, aren't I? Hey, Michael. Unfortunately, the deck codes are so long in Snap, they get cut off in the box. So I'll need you to send me a... I need you to send me a what's it called? I need you to send me a link on our website. If you'd be so kind. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's funny how much the social media outrage machine misses the really important things. Because I actually think the most heinous part about the Kid Omega situation is actually a problem we've had with some other releases in the past as well, is that the fact that Kid Omega is currently completely inaccessible in the client, I think is a big miss. And that's happened with previous limited time event cards as well. It just like wasn't a big deal because
Power must be controlled.
it just wasn't a big deal because like those cards were easily accessible in other ways. They're easily accessible from the actual event, but there should, in my opinion, there should never be a card in Marvel Snap that some people have it in the client and it's currently completely unavailable to anybody regardless of how much money or resources you spend. Like you literally can't even give second dinner money to get Kid Omega and Cobra right now. They don't exist. You can't get them. Urban Mechanic, thank you for the over 2 years. Welcome back. So that absolutely 100% needs to be changed. Like, details of that event aside, the fact that you can't get to the card even if you wanted to spend resources is unacceptable. That's part of the premium on it and the exclusivity. No, it's not. If that was the case, season pass cards wouldn't be available for tokens right away as soon as they leave the season pass. I'd be absolutely shocked if that's intentional and not just an oversight. Hey, Michael, you can just drop the link in chat. It would be perfect. Sorry, if you could put it on, like, Untapped or Snap.fan. Like, use one of the community sites to send me a URL for it. I did not see your message about an exhibition, man. We have Kyra. Do I snap here with the Kyra? I'm gonna snap with the Kyra. Absolutely, man. Nice card, nerd. Man. It's a shame my Hulk never got cheaper, so I couldn't use the Bruce and stuff again. We got him anyways. Kyra definitely seems important for this archetype. A lot of people looking to crush your sandcastle in a few different ways. Fantasticar released in the Super Premium Pass yesterday. So you can throw a $10 kicker on top of whatever the base, it's 20 bucks for 2 cards or $10 for 1 now. And Fantasticar will go into the seasonal series 4 card pool at the end of the month.
My creations.
Jeff, can you tell me, is there any benefit to upgrading my cards and getting a higher collection level only to match against higher level players? So, fun factoid, when Marvel Snap first released, there were a bunch of very silly content creators that told people they should avoid spending their resources to upgrade their cards, so that way they could hold their collection level low and get easier opponents to rank up with. And that was silly at that point, but there were enough people that were doing it that they actually changed, the game code. So the collection level based matchmaking in Marvel Snap accounts for how many, how many collection level you could have as opposed to just the ones you've already spent on. Trying to game the system does not work. I think I do this because if he hits a discount on either of these, it's really good for me. I missed my Cyclops and my Hulk trigger, but Pager potentially has a lot of value here. Wouldn't that prevent you from getting cards? It does prevent you from getting cards, which is one of the reasons why it's silly. It's a fun animation. My freaking Mr. Fantastic refusing to discount anything is very annoying. Hey, Michael, that's perfect. Thank you for the submission. I appreciate the support. You'll be our second one up today after this one. A couple of things going on at the end of the turn.
Behold my creations.
Justice for Cyclops. Poor Cyclops shit. Oh, I need to put a border on him. Or Hulk's gonna think I don't love him, chat. I do love you, Bruce.
Hey man, I'm cool.
Wind, aid my hand.
Are they Cerebro 2? No way they'd be. There's no way they're Cerebro 2 if they're storming the center, right? Think they're killmongering me this turn? Is it a human? It is not. Okay. Okay, everything makes a lot more sense now. I actually haven't had a lot of bots this morning. It took me a moment to readjust to... I think I'm supposed to pass into play Hulk on the right, then I don't have priority, and they're more likely to stay. Jeff, please don't make me buy Bruce Banner. I make no promises. Does Herbie serve any real purpose in this deck? Unironically, I think there's a chance that Herbie's better as Jennifer Kale. Herbie consistently letting us pass with Jennifer or Luna. I think his best use is the his best use case is probably the extra energy. I don't know. I'm gonna play a couple more, but so far Herbie's been pretty whatever.
Behold my creations.
So we go Sunspot into Misty into Bruce. I think I want the extra percentage on Bruce here, right? Hand buff enjoyer here for the opponent. The most successful hand buff deck on Untapped was playing Shang-Chi, just in case anyone was wondering. And yes, every day we do truly steer further from God. Bruce. I think this is fine. And then next turn, my She-Hulk is 4. I can like She-Hulk and Herbie potentially, so we can fill the right side. So we got a couple of points somewhere else. Sunspot's going up a little bit more on the left. Carios, thank you for the deck submission. I appreciate the support. It's gonna wrap us on deck submissions potentially for the afternoon, so I'm gonna unpin that message. Great to see people excited for new cards in the new season. This is 13. And this spreads out points here too. I need to think about. I need to play for all three because we can get shagged in the middle. Pedro's looking like a top tier card. Pedro is absolutely a surge power level card. He is very, very good. It's just a generically powerful Marvel stat card you can play in a lot of places. I think every deck that played Surge last season wants to play Pedro now. Oh, I was going to say it's going to come down to a 50-50, but they have the clubhouse and then they guaranteed the middle. So we actually would have won. And this is a good example of one of the Shang-Chi games I absolutely despise, where we lost this game because I was forced to play around Shang-Chi because even the hand buff deck is playing Shang these days. Did Banner not get buffed? He's no longer an end of turn card. Once you Hulk. Oh, I forgot. Speaking of once you Hulk. Put a border on Mr. Hulk. Yeah, once he Hulks out, he loses every turn. Right? Oh, and of course, naturally, I hit cancel and it actually put me into a game. So annoying. I actually unironically think that that's probably the most unacceptable bug, because that bug has existed for, I don't know, since the client launched that bug's existed, and it feels pretty unacceptable that like it's still happening here this many whatevers later. A lot of turns later. Months later. +2 energy next turn's pretty good. Probably the best roll for that little guy, huh? Is this too cheeky? Should I have like Thena Havoc? Oh, does Sunspot go after the Grand Prix? That's so annoying. This is end of turn as well, right? Should Thaddeus be in this deck? Is Daddy Thaddy better than Herbie? Fucking Luke Cage. They could Valk. Yeah, I kind of want to play for all three. Probably wrong, though. Murdered by a Killmonger here, probably. I'm winning the center, question mark? Very nice, very nice.
Victory.
All right, I'm gonna tap an ad break. I'll be right back when I grab my lunch to replace some more with this one, and then we're gonna move on to our next viewer pile. I'm torn on whether or not I want the Herbie chip. Here we. Just jump in here. How's this deck doing? It's been fun so far. Much to the dismay of people who want to boycott Marvel Snap over the decision, Fantasticar is probably a playable card. Ace 4-7s and I are going places.
Behold my creations.
And poor Pedro. Lamaria, is it another card that makes him sad? Or he's another card that Lamaria makes sad? Man, Surge and Mr. Fantastic together is quite the one too. Man. Is +3 here enough to win here? It might be. There's so much energy though. Let me do this. This gives me +5 over here. That's close, I'm gonna live. Yikes. Oh, we won the 50-50, chat.
Victory.
Behold my creations.
Adron 2, can't lose, gamers. Why did you boycott Kid Omega, but Fantasticar is okay? Because I'm not an insufferable twat who thinks nothing should cost money inside of mobile games. Kid Omega costing $100 or an infinite amount of time and then still like 20 bucks, not remotely okay. Fantasticar being a card that costs $10 that's then available for 3,000 tokens next season is completely and entirely reasonable. It turns out all of those people who are like Kid Omega shouldn't cost $100, what they actually meant was nothing should cost money and I should get everything for free. It is always what they mean. You're not wrong. So I debated posting a YouTube video about about the what's it called? About the Fantasticar thing. But like honestly, after my video where I said Regis was overreacting because he was talking about Marvel Snap dying because of the Kid Omega situation, lost that channel more subscribers than when I told people they shouldn't be voting for Donald Trump. Just to like let you know where gamers are at with things and how not okay they are. So I think I'm mostly gonna stick to just talking about how silly they are on stream, and we'll just let's let the rest of it ride on the YouTube side. All right, meat surgeon slide to the right. Probably dead. Rip.
Victory.
This deck's been surprisingly reasonable. So, the core argument against Fantasticar is that people make the slippery slope argument that, well, Jeff, this season it's Fantasticar, but what if they put a card you have to be competitive behind there, and then there's this huge paywall you have to have. And if this game was Pokemon Pocket or another traditional card game where they never did balance passes and very regularly their game was wildly imbalanced, I think that would be a legitimate concern. But I think, given Marvel Snap's very clear and lengthy history at this point of making sure that old cards remain playable and good, I think it's utter bunk and nonsense to act like there's gonna be a card in there that then skews the metagame that you have to have and can't be competitive without it. Like this isn't Magic the Gathering where you're gonna have a Pro Tour where everybody is 70% of people or whatever are all playing the same deck. That's just like not how Marvel Snap works. That's not how they balance their game. I think I'm just doubling this. With the Hulk gone already, the extra energy is probably not even very relevant. Herbie rotates through an ability every turn, so I don't double him this turn. I lose the option to do that. Yeah, the thing people should actually be mad about is that the client's held together with duct tape and bubblegum and has been very inconsistent lately. There's a lot of client crashing. You want to get mad and boycott the game over something, boycott it over the fact that the software's been trashed and they haven't fixed it. It's a legitimate thing to be upset about. Probably cooked an attack card here. They didn't have a Kaira. So this gets me to 14, and then it puts them to 9, so they would need to play 6 cards to beat us here. I think we could actually limp in here. Is it Kang? What the hell did they play? That's only 1 card. Did we miss that it was turn 6? I'm pretty sure this is a human. Can I click on their profile at this point?
Victory.
Is it a bot? Maybe it's a bot. Oh, it's a bot. Okay. Sorry. I forget sometimes they gave the bots better decks.
Behold my creations.
We haven't talked about this one on stream yet, but speaking of bots, did anybody see that on Twitter, Elon Musk told his AI people to make the bot less liberal, and in less than a day, it started referring to itself as Mecha Hitler and posting a bunch of other pro-Nazi stuff? Funny how you remove the liberal and then suddenly it's a Nazi. That's a real quick jump there. That thing was a bridge too far for the ex-CEO, and she finally stepped down today. Wild. That's the one. That's the one that's not okay. Sure. I don't think we beat a good linear Kid Omega draw, so I'm just gonna leave here. Our deck doesn't make numbers that keep up with him, Rod. Basically, when you train language learning models on objective data and reality, they end up parroting a lot of liberal talking points because reality has a liberal bias. So in order to not have your language learning model be liberal, you need to explicitly lobotomize it so it becomes Hitler. All right, so I think the game plan from here is Cyclops the center, pass on 5, She-Hulk, Hulk on 6. You die to a Juggernaut or a Rug Pull, but otherwise, in a fine spot. Sometimes doing a whole lot of nothing is good enough. Sometimes.
Behold my creations.
What's your replacement for Herbie? Jennifer, Kale, or Thaddeus, if you've made poor resource decisions in the past. All right, so I think it's Kyera, and I think I wanna have the extra energy this turn. Or do I Fantasticar? Maybe we Fantasticar? And we like full pass next turn? I want to Fantasticar to full pass, I think. Alright, so She-Hulk is 2 cheaper here. So I think I can play Sunspot. Infinity Paradox, thank you for the sticking on with the tier 1. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Man, I'm gonna get shagged on the right this turn, to be sad. Or not. So they're probably a Shang-Chi deck. We gotta jug their jug. Do I? Yeah, there's a real chance they could fill. That's also true. I don't think they're breaking my stuff, which is famous last words I know. I'm gonna hedge them filling and soak a couple into Sunspot. I'm gonna lose the 50-50. Yep. Rip.
Behold my creations.
So Chatter has the right idea for the wrong reasons. They said you could have placed Juggernaut on the left for more points. So Juggernaut would not have been more points there, but he would have made it so their Juggernaut couldn't have pushed my stuff left, and then I would have won. Snap before Kyra flips up here. Hopefully they snap me back and play Killmonger. Imagine playing a Gladiator out against our deck. There are a lot of choices you can make, and that's certainly one of them. How many games did you play this deck? A bunch at this point. It's been really fun.
The throne.
Oh, does Bruton Quantum not work the way I wanted to? Okay. So that I actually want to do this so that way this can't Hulk out, and then Fantasticar can pump him next turn while he's still what's it called?
The throne.
Probably good to go here, yeah?
Oh, snap.
I think Fantasticar is probably a pretty playable card. If you're a high evolutionary enjoyer, you should consider getting it. The Fantasticar is shaggable. Oh my goodness, it is. That's so funny. Oh, we win the breaker though, yeah? Oh, we just went outright because of Misty. What a terminal case of Shag Brain.
Victory.
Then again, you don't really play the opponent's deck unless you have Shag Brain to begin with. Misty coming in clutch. We were winning regardless.
Behold my
Because of the breaker. Kyra has been the MVP of this set. Opponents are aggressively breaking our stuff. All right, Atlas is not a human. Thoughts on Pedro versus Surge for Classic Bound? I think every deck that was previously playing Surge wants to play Pedro instead now, and there's a chance you want both. But I do think in general, Pedro is probably just a better version of that type of effect. How can you tell that quick it's a bot? So the bots currently have the exact same collection level as you. So when you have a really high collection level like me, you can kind of cheat it a little. The animations on the new cards this season are so good. Holy.
Wind, aid my hand.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Victory.
Let's just make a short super premium pass command. Jeff thinks $10 is an incredibly fair price for a Marvel Snap card.
Behold my
Good, clean, short, and to the point. Our Mr. Negative matchup probably isn't very good. I had to venture a guess. I'm gonna stay here with the asterisk that I probably shouldn't, but I just kind of want to see how we play out in a game that has 7 turns most likely. The snap on No Mr. Negative seems real good for us. Huh? I think I want to get the Surge going and I'll miss the Misty and the Hulk trigger to do it. Is Herbie worth it so far? Herbie's been kind of whatever. I think it's fair to say he's definitely the weak link in this pile of cards. Does Herbie have an end of turn effect? He does not. Is he rotating, activate? Afternoon Looker. Double the Herbie, double my fun! I drew 3 zeroed cards. Man, that was the worst possible draw in my deck too, right? Sunspot and Cyclops were both significantly better. Time to go? You're not my dad. You don't tell me how to live my life.
I am Iron Man.
Ruh-roh, Ruggy. Oh, that was far closer than I was expecting it to be. All right, I've got some more viewer decks I want to get to today. This one was fun and competitive though. So, okay, I don't think I have any changes here. I think my takeaway, 2 takeaways from this pile of cards are: 1, Fantasticar feels like a playable card already that's going to get better as we add Invisible Woman, Human Torch, The Thing, and others to the game here over the next little bit. And the second is I am skeptical that Herbie is a worthwhile inclusion here. I feel like if you're on the fence about spending resources on Herbie, I would remain on that fence for the time being. It seems only okay. Replacements for Herbie. Jennifer Kale or Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross both seem like fine substitutions. I think I would probably try Ross next time. He works with Fantasticar, and like drawing both of these is very good. I like the idea of Makari instead of Herbie. I really don't like that. I think Ross is probably much better. Makari's random. This deck list already has a lot of like kind of small mopey things it wants to throw on the board. That Makari running to the wrong location is going to lock you into low points with some amount of consistency. Okay, I think I do this next time. All right, have an advert. We're going to play our next viewer pile when we return. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Ooh, Namora. Play with her in a minute.
Order unlock.
Oh, you know what? I should run in through my leftover hummus upstairs before it gets too warm. Here, me 1 second.
Order unlock.
Oh, chat. I shared this the other day, but I think it's important to raise awareness. I went to the doctor for my annual physical and did our typical lab blood work to make sure everything was okay. And he told me I was a certified gamer, which for those unfamiliar means my vitamin D levels are low and I should start taking a supplement for that. The alternative was going outside more frequently, and obviously the supplement is the only choice. Is Red Hulk too many 6s in that last deck? Yeah, probably. Gamers need the D. They definitely do. Thoughts on hiding a super premium, hiding the Fantasticar in the super premium pass. So maybe I shouldn't say this out loud because they're gonna go looking for it and then I'm gonna be in trouble. But I actually have a hidden camera inside of Second Dinner's office. And when Ben Brode brought up the idea of putting a second card inside of the super premium pass, he did it immediately after kicking a puppy, because that's just the level of villainy that we're dealing with when they're making these types of decisions. You gotta understand the types of people that would make choices like hiding a card behind there. The stream has been taken down by Second Dinner. It certainly has. Oh, our Portamora is really sad here. I guess I'm playing her this turn. We can end it here. Thank you. All right, I mean, if they don't shag Captain Marvel on the left, she goes to an absolute massive unit here. And then she covers the right.
We are the future.
All right, Carol, if you'd be so kind.
Faster, baby.
Oh, she can't move! No! Can I get a lore check on Mercury beating Captain Marvel? Can I get a lore check on Mercury beating Captain Marvel? That one seems like it's not never in a million years, right? But like, I would like to file a grievance. Not okay, Benjamin. My gut reaction there was like, oh, this doesn't matter, narrator. It really mattered. In that last deck you were playing, could I cut Bruce for a tech card against other things? Yes, gamer. You want to put more cards in your deck to break your opponent's stuff, feel free. Certainly fine. Unfortunately, we have 3 4s in our hand, but this deck has a ton of 4s in it, so double zombie's still a-okay. Playing this here speculatively for Nomura in the future. Happy, banish the ads for another month. Dude, what's going on? Then Sage, thanks for dropping that prime off again. Really appreciate that direct support. Activate cards in turn 6. Don't mind if I does.
Victory.
It's sad that our opponent's draw didn't do anything, because that was pretty good for us. Yeah, but his opponent's hand was mono 6 ends because they couldn't blink the 4-drop into anything. Yeah, Blink explicitly has to give you a card. Blink explicitly has to give you a card that's more expensive. So there were no 5s or 6s left in their deck. But I was on the worst teledraw of all time. Something like that. His wiggling around is so unsettling. It's a great animation, but it's very it makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, the audio is very tactile as well. Not going to be a Demora game, unfortunately. Shuri. There's a name. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. It's just this.
Victory.
Must be a Texas drought check. They are sweating over there. This deck makes me miss Demora. I wish that playstyle was better. Yeah, you just get caught by so many different interactive cards. Eat a steak. Thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate it. Good afternoon. Well, I mean, I think it's just this, so we can Demora the center next turn. Oh my goodness, the hazmat means I don't get the Scar discount. That's so devastating. So unlucky.
Wakanda forever!
Scar discounted home with Ajax, that's true.
Power must be controlled.
I think we would have preferred that go center.
Wakanda forever!
Oh, Elixir is cute.
You
Okay, astral projection hitting Venom is kind of funny. Can't say I've seen that one before.
Victory.
I'm coming back to Snap after a few months of not playing. Any efficient bundles or deals currently in the shop that are worth it? If you're missing, I don't know what your budget is, but Second Dinner basically doesn't release bad bundles, so to speak. So the best like value is making sure you're getting a series 4 or 5 card you don't have when you buy a bundle. So like the Misery bundle, if you buy bigger bundles, is fine. It comes with a bunch of resources and comes with Misery if you're missing her. One of the changes you missed while you're away is when you get a variant for a card now, you get the base version of it as well. So when you buy a Series 4 card directly or Series 5 bundle directly, you get the card with it if it's missing from your collection. I haven't seen anyone use Jennifer Gale. She's been in a few things. Very fun card. Mobius means Scar is offline. Thanks. Thanks, bud. We were just talking about him being bad. Scar's offline. Pedro's like, buff Scar? Is that what you said, Jeff? Sure thing, boss. Sure thing. Man, it's a shame too, because we would have had a 1 energy Scar without this asshole, huh? Would have gotten to activate the Scarlet Spider this turn after we'd have more in him. Do this and force this one to go center. And we hope that Carol covers wherever we need. This deck is the definition of you can't shake me everywhere. That's true. We are good at spreading them out. She doesn't even gotta move, gamers!
Victory.
Lovely, lovely. Just like that, a gold ticket. Things you love to see. It. I don't want to play gold tickets this early in the season. The queue times tend to be a little bit medium. What if Conquest gave a Series 4 card instead of a variant? I think they very explicitly have designed their economy in this game to give you specific numbers, to give you specific amounts of resources. That way it costs specific amounts of money to get access to resources. So something that I should probably talk about it periodically more just because it's a misconception is so they added like this here. While they added more cards to collect in the Marvel Snap Economy rework, the average price to get all of those cards actually remained approximately the same as what it was before. So before they reworked the economy, it cost loosely 100-ish, 80 to 100 USD to be collection, to keep up with every card when it released once you get collection complete. And after the economy rework, it's still 80 to 100 bucks. I don't think it's remotely a mistake that price point remained identical to what it was. And for people, and that bit made the economy better for everybody, because it means the people who aren't collection complete, get more toys for the same amount of money. And people who aren't collection complete have more agency over which cards they're getting instead of being at the mercy of spotlight caches. Now if you're someone that wants a particular Series 5 card, you just have to wait for it to rotate into your shop. You don't have to wait for second dinner to decide, okay, I'm gonna put it in a spotlight cache release. You just like have extra tokens.
Victory.
Very, very big difference with how the economy functions now. And that bit of agency is important. Alright, Artemora deck 1 through the squirrels, which is quite nice. Scarlet Spider and Captain Marvel getting to cover the location we couldn't play into directly. It was real slick there. Did you replace Scarlet Spider in this deck? So, I think this is actually a deck where replacing Scarlet Spider is kind of challenging, because Demoraing onto Scarlet Spider and then activating him gives you a 4 energy discount on Scar, which is pretty substantial. How far did you all have to travel for your Six Flags trip? So, the Six Flags park we went to is about 3 hours from where I live, but it's only about an hour and 50 minutes from the campground my wife and I keep our camper at year-round. So we were at the camper for the weekend, and then or at the camper for the weekend, and then went up to the park on Monday. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, and Gurney. Six Flags Gurney. That's why I was off on Monday. Wow, lucky. We took the kids to the park for the day. I think I'm giving them Shaw so I can Demora Shaw next turn. As awkward as it is. What do we think? 25 covers the left wall. We have 20 in the center. Because I was actually surprised at how well the kids are at the park. My youngest is only 5, and she stayed at the park, open till close. We were there at 10:30 when it opened, and we shut her down at 9 o'clock. She was still asking to go on more rides when we left.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Thank you, Carol. Captain Sacrifice, thank you for the 10 months.
Victory.
Have you ever gone to Disney World? It's just so hard for me to justify the idea of spending money to go to Disney World. Like, unironically, the Six Flags trip was probably the cheapest whole family day trip I've like ever taken. It was like less than $600 for all 5 of us to go to the park, including food and parking for the day. For all 5 of us to fly to Disney, it's like minimum 10 grand probably. Also, there's also pretty much a 0% chance. There's also a 0% chance I spend money in Florida anytime soon. So if we were to do it, it would be what's it called? California, and I just don't even really want to get on an airplane right now either, if I'm being honest. The last few years, my family has gone up to the Wisconsin Dells, and we would spend 5 or 6 days in the Wisconsin Dells for like between $3,000 and $4,000 with food. So it's like, it's hard to justify spending 3x that just to go see some Disney characters. Live an hour from the Dells, it's become chaotic and expensive. I mean, everything is more expensive. The Dells is still a pretty cheap trip, all things considered. What's wrong with Florida? Fuck Ron DeSantis. And fuck the Florida GOP in particular. Fuck all of the GOP, but the Florida GOP is a special type of awful on top of people who are already pretty awful. If I do this, next turn I can play Scar and Captain Marvel. Sounds lovely. What's wrong with Florida? How much time do you have? Yes, not only for people who don't keep up on all of the awful that's going on in the United States. One, I don't blame you. But you need to understand when I talk about Florida that they have not only erected a concentration camp inside of Florida, but they're also selling merchandise for it because their base is so excited about like erecting a concentration camp. It's truly difficult to fully put into words how truly abhorrent the people are who are conservatives in the United States. Like, I think it's hard for people in other countries to understand. I think there's this knee-jerk reaction of Jeff must be overreacting. It's bad. You absolutely should not come to the United States for any reason unless you have a financial obligation to be here. Unless you're coming here for work, you should not vacation here. You should stay wherever else you are at in the world. Big Captain Marvel might win this game.
Higher,
quite enough.
faster, baby.
Oh, snap.
I don't want to play a bunch of games against Mr. Negative. Probably not.
Escaped.
Before we take our ad break, I would just like to say the people saying, do these people not understand history and that they're repeating it? You're making the assumption that the people that are erecting concentration camps and voting for it and things like that don't understand history and don't see it and want more of it. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt that they don't understand that they're doing awful things. For people that didn't follow the U.S. election cycle in 24, literally at every single Trump rally and GOP rally, there were swaths of people with giant signs saying mass deportations now. So the fact that there were people who were like surprised that that was going on afterwards, it's just like, no, this is what they wanted. This isn't Trump like going off on his own and doing something that wasn't promised. It's literally just him delivering on campaign promises. And everything we've had so far, genuinely, you ain't seen nothing yet. The big bill that passed and went to his desk and was signed, it over tenfolds ICE budget. It gives them more funding than the U.S. Marines have. Have some adverts, gamers. We're gonna play a couple more with Demoro when we get back, and then we're gonna swap to our next viewer pile. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. We're having the exact same issues here in Europe. I would bet you do not have masked men who have government funding taking people off the streets in unmarked vehicles and then sending them away to countries that they're not from to be held in prison camps. Because that's not me being alarmist. That's literally what's happening in the United States. Do you think a -4 Mr. Negative is warranted anecdotally and based off of public stats? I don't know. Mr. Negative has been towards the top of the pack for a little while now. Help me understand, Ben. What is the distinction between a concentration camp and an internment camp? I was under the impression that they are synonyms, that they describe the same thing. There were specific concentration camps that the Nazis used. My understanding is those two things are the same thing. If your understanding of that description is different, They are the same thing, but people typically associate concentration camps with death camps, which is technically what the Nazis did. Okay. All right, Pedro. I'm gonna need one of these fine superheroes to cost 3 energy, please. Fucking Christ on a cracker! God damn it, Benjamin! Hate everything. I guess I should have stuck Pedro to the right. Oh my goodness. Watch Pedro put her to 11 so I can't play her into the pit next turn. No! You son of a bitch! Oh my goodness. Open my mouth and let the words fall out, didn't I? I mean, obviously we'll just Amora Pedro here, but I wanted to be able to like move Nightcrawler's points around. I'm losing that flexibility here. Oh, alright, so we kill Mobius. I think we do this and then hope Carol covers. Carol ain't covering shit, gamers.
Controlled.
Freaking gambit. Lower, shorter, slower, baby. LOL. I think I have some drops. Yeah, perfect. Thank you for the almost a nice amount of months, Moldy. Rapidly approaching 68's a real long time. Welcome back. I don't think you can link the commands 3 deep like that, Marty.
Assemble.
Oh, look at all of our ongoing friends. Look at our turn 5 Nomura, chat. Such a lovely lady she is. Do you recommend buying Herbie? No, probably not. He's been okay, but doesn't feel like a must-have card as of yet.
Power must be controlled.
That's a Triskelion Shang-Chi here, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do we get him anyways? Thank you, Pedro, for all of your discounts. We put a lot of points out here thanks to Pedro and his buffs.
Victory.
Bested the random Shang-Chi, sometimes lucky rubber ducky. Like I can solidly stamp exceeds expectations on here. I think, especially looking at the curve of this deck, this feels like the type of deck that wouldn't be super feasible with just Zabu and Surge, but when you're playing 3 cost reducers, your curve becomes a lot more smooth. Like the consistency with which this Zabu Pedro Surge deck gets to play a 4-on-3 is really high. And we have a ton of 4s that we don't mind playing on 3. Like Marvel, Scarlet Spider, Gwenpool, and Symbiote Spider-Man are all excellent cards to plunk down ahead of curve. Yeah, he's such a good redundancy piece. Like I've been saying, I think he's probably better than Surge generically is where my gut feeling's at after a couple of days, but he's definitely really sweet. And a lot of decks just want both. Having the ability to like have your cost reducer on 2 more often is quite strong. All right, what are we doing next? Request. I have a request to play Wiccan Galactus with Pedro. Pedro is the best season pass card since Merlin. That's just the facts right there. Just the facts with Jay and Jonah Jameson. This deck is delightfully toxic. That's a good way to put it. Delightfully toxic. Other than their Golden Gauntlet soon, I will say I thought it was a little interesting that they did a Golden Gauntlet and then another one right after, and then we haven't heard word of a third. I wonder how their feelings were after doing a couple. I think I'd rather Merlin before Pedro here, but it's close. Okay, so now the hope is Merlin generates us a location change spell, and then we get to go ahead and Galactus the Death's Domain and then have location change on the last turn. So we're gonna have a little bit of energy next turn. And if we have priority, we get to Warhead them. Man, if we are just the most toxic piece of shit you've ever seen in Marvel Snap. The old Warhead Alliance. Turn 6 with priority. Oh, yeah. Come to Poppy. Come to Poppy. Good old-fashioned Shag Brain. Shag Brain, a pilot. Are they sweating here? Are they bitter? Oh my goodness, are they bitter? Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. So many flavors in the world, and yet you choose to be salty. I just figured they were snapping because they wanted to play best of one and not play against Galactus anymore. But they're actually just terminally shag-brained. They genuinely thought that was a game-winning line. It's truly wow. Excited for Pedro to give Hobgoblin plus power.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
Oh, buddy old pal. Oh, buddy old pal. My goodness. Me, oh my. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. Do, 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 do.
Kneel before Galactus. Hulk smash!
We lost the 50-50. We could lose this. This game is very losable. They're here ghosting, they could fill. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. They're so mad. Oh, they weren't intentionally roping. They were firing up the stream on the first couple.
Oh, snap.
Gotta get the cookie out, something like that. That explains. We didn't lose the flip. They knew what was going on. Amazon is reporting that its first day of Prime Day traffic was down 41%. There is no recession in bossing, say. For the record, I have no sympathy or pity for Amazon. They make plenty of money and are going to be fine. That just being a thing is commentary about the more general state of what's going on in the world. Just so we're clear.
Kneel before Galactus.
Work Comics Con for my job. The last weekend show I was at was down over 50% compared to the last year. Worse than usual this year. I think we might have hit a turning point with the big ugly bill. Could be. Journey's got to figure out if they can beat the cannonball here or not. Turns out they couldn't. Bye, Felicia. Good night. I would love to play 2-drops. Pedro is wonderful. All of the 2-drops. Oh, you know why they're probably upset? They were probably a Fantasticar deck, and they read all the Reddit posts about it being pay to win, and they're confused that they weren't winning. And they even showed up to the stream to get an extra advantage past paying to win, and they still couldn't cut it. It's gotta be a tough pill to swallow.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
All right, any of my 2s. 50%. 50% for a 2-drop. I'll do, pig. I'll do. Now I'm sad. Yeah, whenever people try and call any type of card games pay to win, I really like, they really need to experience like
Hands up.
the Raid Shadow Legends of the world. Could have tied the center, I'm sad now. 10's probably not enough here. The Rocket Raccoon alone is 9, right? I'm not gonna sweat here, but I don't want to wait for them to play their cards.
Escaped.
I would have snapped back on principle, but I'm hurt. Emotional damage. Benjamin! Benjamin! Stop it right now, Benjamin! for the trains in Dark Legion, the person with the highest power in each card is guaranteed a slot, and then 4 other at random past them, plus the conductor. All right, well, we're hoping for the best. Speaking of pay to win, right? Like, Dark Legion's a game like that too, right? And I really like that game, and I play it a lot, but like, when you do PvP in games like Dark Legion where there's hero collectors, there's always more numbers to make go up. It's like, you hit a point in the PvP matches where you're like, all right, their numbers are just bigger, I just can't win. We'll fight someone else instead. Games like Marvel Snap don't have that.
Kneel before the Galactus.
We're a rude dude, Chip. What cards did they play? That's for Ben Bro to know.
Victory.
Alright, they're my Supercell gamer days. Yeah, Supercell. Like games like Clash Royale, where you can make the numbers on your cards bigger. In order for Marvel Snap to really be a pay-to-win game, it would be like if you could spend money to make your Hulk 13 points instead of 12, right? Stuff like that. How do I pay to win for Broad to make my Infinity Ultron cost 4? Asking the real questions. We need an Echo skin that makes her harder to see on the board than usual. That's just cheating. All right, Pedro, you've got 2 turns to make Galactus cheaper. Do your thing, bud. So Scorpion would imply they're playing a build with Abomination. All right, so Pedro's 1 in 6 to get us the result we're looking for here. You son of a bitch! Freaking guy. What an RNG series there. Holy. Benjamin. They could play left. They could play left. That's not big enough, gamers. That's not big. Thank you, Merlin. Now, unfortunately, armor means I can't warhead them. Like, I can't, it just doesn't do anything. You know, we can die to a big hole here. Honestly, what a picture perfect finish. Scorpion took 1 point off of Warhead and 1 point off of Galactus that game. Thanos would be proud, he would be.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Think I want to play Adam before Pedro here? Is that crazy? Call me baby. God, this fucking location shit. So sad. Oh, me fuck! Oh, come on! I'm so sad right now. I should put him here, right? Because it stops Nebula and it gives me the option to cannonball here, potentially. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Pedro. Long farewell, I'll see you and good day. Funkmaster Foos! What a funky game we just won. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate that, welcome back.
Victory.
This deck certainly generates amusing games of Marvel Snap. I think it's only fair that we let this deck play a double, huh? It's only fair that we inflict this upon more people. It would be rude to stop here, right? All right, let's throw the deck list up on screen for people that would like to steal this I'm gonna run to the restroom while these adverts go. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. I got plenty more Marvel Snap and code up yet this afternoon. Pedro's trying to hide our technology, chat. Or Marvel Snap's trying to hide our technology. One of the cards not visible. And yeah, it's invisible woman next to Pedro.
Oh, snap.
Yes, this game built up an impressive amount of technical debt very quickly. I'm thinking to buy Surge. Do you think she's going to be nerfed in the near future? Absolutely not. If anything, I think Pedro is kind of a better version than her. I can honestly see Pedro having his +2 brought down to +1. And he's still insane if they do that. Surge, I don't think is in any danger of getting touched. She's staying exactly how she is. Hey, I really appreciate you supporting again for the 33rd month, Magic Man. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Pedro is an excellent season pass card. I know I just said this about Merlin, but if you're an occasional season pass buyer, Pedro is an excellent occasional buy. If this hits a 2 or a 3, no, I'd have to hit a 2. I think I'd rather Surge than Pedro here. I don't know, making these cheaper is pretty good. Luna Snow. Luna Snow! And staffing because your Gamma Lab is good and the current minigame is an interesting choice. Alright, I'm gonna do this. And I think Pedro is gonna discount Galactus for me next turn. I saw the hand go over Galactus and I got really excited. Giving them an extra energy is probably bad. Wow! What a 1 in 3 to lose. I'm so sad. So their Havoc is gone and their Athena's gone. Oh my goodness! Kneel before Poppy!
Victory.
Is Wave or Hope a better replacement for Luna in this deck? I think you need Luna for this deck to work. Luna enables Hobgoblin into Galactus. You could kind of replace her with Electro, but there's the big asterisk that in the games where you're not going Hobgoblin into Galactus, you can't play Electro. But Luna and Electro are literally... Oh, and can somebody correct me if I'm missing something, but Luna and Electro are literally the only options in the game right now that lets you go Goblin on 5, Galactus on... Or Goblin on 4, Galactus on 5, right? Are there any others? Corvus can if you're lucky. I mean, unironically. LOL. Erishim. Stop it. Get some help. This is great, says local man with priority. Like to dedicate that to Adam Warlock. Galactus is one of our bottom 3.
Kneel before Galactus.
If one of these is Havoc, we could be in trouble. Cannonball might get us there. Cannonball might do it. Hey, Quantum Leaper, good luck in the rest of your snapping today.
Victory.
This deck is significantly better than it has any right to be. Here's some people talking about a Sasquatch bundle. Let's take a peek here, huh? Merlin is a great card. He definitely is. If you're a free-to-play player / skipped the past last week or last month, you should absolutely earmark tokens for Merlin. Whoa, and it's a gold bundle too? Holy, well, we're definitely buying that. That's such a good deal. If you're a gamer who waits to buy gold bundles and you're missing Sasquatch, like, this is a good rate. Credits to gold, and then you get a good piece of art and a new card on top of it. Easy pickup for sure. I'm gonna finish Galactusing people, and then we'll buy that after the fact and split some cards with the credits. Sounds fun. Cody! Thanks for watching so much. So glad to hear for the last many, many years. Well, I've lost track. I know that's a multiple shillion. I forget if it's 3 or 4. So sometimes you just have the right vibe about someone being awful. We banned someone for a somewhat benign comment about Justin Trudeau, and they decided to use their unban request to let me know that the internment camp that they erected in Florida actually isn't that big of a deal. Sometimes you just have the vibe, gamers. And you just know someone's gonna be a trash human being. They're just like, it's one of those comments where you're like, the initial comment isn't terrible, but then like you tag them anyways, and then the follow-up is like, oh yeah, my vibe was very correct here. Is this a mirror match? No, it's not. It's not a mirror. They're Cannonball Mercury stuff, right? With the Mercury here. Some similarities, but not exactly the same. Oh, you know, I was gonna say it's weird that they moved what's it called proactively, but they're jockeying for priority, is what they're doing. All right, so they're gonna Eliath me on the left. Which puts them to 7. Does this ever win the game? Probably not. There's worlds where this wins the game. We're probably not living in one, but there's combinations of cards they could have that just gets them. They could fail to play around the Merlin spell on the right. Alright, so how big is this then, is the question. No! Rip. They're playing like the non-Galactus version of our deck. Is the daily web shop credits at 200 a permanent thing? So getting credits as a login bonus in the web shop is a permanent thing. However, they announced when they put the new web shop up that would eventually be downgraded to 100 per day. I forget the exact length. They said to get people aware of the new one, they were doing 200 a day to start, and then eventually it's going to become 100. I don't know what the timeline was on that change, but at some point it's gonna go to half of what it is. Some people were saying the web shop was broken. Mine appears to be working fine. Although it still isn't counting the fact that I bought the super premium pass. They owe me goodies. Push the button back, apologies about it. Our deck's probably not very good against the Nimrod chip. Are there collector's tokens in the season pass? There are not. It's great if we can Galactus before they destroy the rods. Galactusing destroys the rods, Keeper. Yes, Kid Omega blows up the next cards you play.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
I'm guessing Kid Omega is at the token shop now. You'd be guessing wrong. It's set at the token shop on the 16th. 1 week from today. Hey, Concrete. Thank you for the baker's dozen. Appreciate the 13 months. Welcome back. Is Shang's play rate higher than usual? Nope. I like playing Quicksilver face down to the right when you have Adam Warlock. A lot of people don't love playing into the unknown locations, thus frequently Quicksilver into this gets you a card. Ooh. Alright, that's fucking rude. I would like to speak with the manager, please. Juggernaut Spice Rack is a choice.
Victory.
Did you file a ticket about the whale track? Wondering if I should or if they're going to track it a global fix. I don't know. Does anybody know has seconded or commented on the whale track not tracking past purchases because it was broken right after the start of the season? That's a good question I'd like the answer to too. All right, Pedro, time to get stretchy, bud. Sentinel. Oh, there's Cerebro 3. They're not. Got it. Get it, got it. Good. Yeah, that explains the Juggernaut. They mentioned they're going to retroactively add the points for the web pass later this week. Cool. Not having to do anything for it is great.
Clear for takeoff.
it's this. I think it's this. All right, how do we flip our coin? How do we flip our? Oh, I can't. Pedro made it unplayable. I only have one option. I suppose I could do this. Fucking hell. Lost my flip. Unlucky. I give you one ticket to fuck off, Proving Ground Sweater. You gotta trust Pedro. Pedro was telling us how to flip the coin, and we didn't listen to him. Should have known. Spider-Man beam here. I think with Galactus and Hobgoblin still on my deck, I want to Surge rather than Pedro to start. They could be the Mercury Wicked deck as well. Yeah, Red Guardian plays their the Mercury Wicked deck. They have their namesake on 4. They do not. But I do! Thanks, bud. The number goes up. Thanks, Failed Wanderer. Appreciate that. Oh, I really hope this second warhead catches them in the center. Dang, damn it, Bobby. I've seen this one before. Just missing enough energy to play both of these. I'm gonna play center and left and I'm gonna be sad. Hopefully Merlin high rolls the left side and wins it for us. They technically need to play around Galactus here too. On the right side. You think they'll buff Fastos after putting Pedro in the game? God, I hope so.
Victory.
Fastos is gonna become a 3-5 before Cyclops. Oh, when Cyclops goes 3-5 server. I mean, I'm a pretty big proponent of we need a Koye to 1 and Fastos to 2. Absolutely Fastos could just be a 2-drop. There's no reason he shouldn't be. Rolled in. Thank you for the 45 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I want closed beta 1 Okoye. I want 2 Fastos. I want them to just ship it. Thanks for making it's important for almost 4 years, Berlin. Hope your personal sphere is doing all right. Are we at the point where we can have beta Nova Manic? Yeah, I think so. Previous player asking, have they fixed the card acquisition problem? So it depends on what you mean by fixed. If you mean, do you get every card on the day it releases without spending money? No, that's never going to happen. They did, however, update the economy. So that way there's less FOMO and you have more control over which cards you're getting with the resources that you have available. So there's no longer spotlight caches where you have to hope and pray that Second Dinner picks cards that you want. You just get a giant glut of collector's tokens now and can spend them on cards that you want to play with. Gambit looked at Teenage Warhead. It was like, not today, Satan. Fucking got him, shit. Shoot, we lost priority. Let's ever win the game.
You won't need this anymore.
I'd have won with Luna on the right. No. Khonshu. Think we were playing around Swarm, not Khonshu. Lucky. You want to win future games and recommend not losing. It's strong advice, honestly. Alright, I got one more in me with this one. Then we gotta take a pause for the cause to roll some adverts, and then we'll dive it into our next super pile-up. I still like the Electra change you mentioned a while back. I mean, in a post-Pedro Pascal world, Electra killing 2-drops is more relevant than ever, huh? Electra killing Merlin, Surge, and Sam Wilson would all be relevant. Absolutely. Freaking location.
Escaped.
Are there any card games with matches as fast as Snap? Not that I'm aware of. There's been some Marvel Snap clones popping up, but none that have really, I don't think any that have fully released as of yet. There's a Sonic the Hedgehog themed card game coming out that has some Snap parallels in it that I think the games looked like they were gonna be kind of quick. I don't remember when that was supposed to happen, but I saw a preview for that, or like a teaser video explaining how it worked. All right, I need Pedro to discount Wiccan, or I need a 3-drop. Watch Pedro discount the 3-drop, and then we can't play Wiccan. A Sonic card game, do you mean Magic the Gathering? That's funny right there. God damn it, Pedro. You fucking asshole. Boop. It's fine, chat. He's gonna discount Hobgoblin, and then he's gonna discount Galactus, then we won't have needed the extra energy to begin with. Pedro's just making cinema. He's a glorious, beautiful man. He's an actor, chat.
Taking aim.
Genius or Grifter? I think Genius almost assuredly, yes. Whoa, they filled? Excuse me? Oh no! I'm losing the other 2 lanes and I'm locked out! How will I ever win now? Shit.
Kneel before Galactus. Victory.
Poor Kyara. Kyara's like, no! They can't be destroyed! Poor Kyra-chan. She's doing her best, but some levels of destruction are just on a different one than her. Yeah, I mean, Jeff Hoagland's card evaluation skills continue to be pretty right on the point. My initial first hour read on this card seems pretty good. I think if you had a deck that was playing Surge last season, you want to add Pedro to that deck this season. Some of them will want to play Pedro instead of Surge. A lot of them will want to play Pedro in addition to Surge. Having 2 accelerants that you play on 2 that you always want to play on 2 gives you so much consistency and redundancy. Feels real good. All right, what are we doing? We're running an ad break, and then I need to buy this Sasquatch bundle and split some cards. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Watch it on YouTube and enjoying the Daily Snap content. Make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the videos reach more people. Appreciate the folks that have done that already. How do you get Fantasticar? Fantasticar is in the Super Premium Pass. Gotta spend the extra $10. If you have Pedro and Surge in your hand, which one do you play first? It really depends on what the texture of your hand and deck looks like. Lovely. Who are we splitting? Wait. Why don't I have a custom card for Bruce if I have a variant? Is that bugged? I thought if I have a variant, the custom card's supposed to be unlocked. And then I went to split him and it crashed. Now I'm sad we played this Bruce deck earlier. I didn't realize I had a variant. Infinity. Oh, did I not need to split him? Gamer was saying you need to click the mastery. If I clicked the mastery, would that have been enough? That's bad. That's real bad UI. Mastery. All right, so I spent 900 credits we didn't have to spend. Got it. Cool. Lesson learned.
Order unlocked.
How will I ever financially recover? Wait, Quinjet splits? I think I'm on Quinjet splits. I'm like thinking of cards I play a lot of that I don't have Gold Crackle on yet, but I have a lot of boosters for them. I don't have boosters for Luna.
Mastery.
At what point do we have a deck where just good 2-drops are viable? Well, I mean, cards like Surge and what's his name, Pedro, encourage you to have more cards, right? Who am I missing? Whom am I missing Gold Crackle on that we don't have it yet? Magic could be an alright one. Play plenty of her. Gold Crackle on She-Hulk. I have Gold Crackle on Sunspot. I don't have boosters on Merlin and Surge yet. Looking for cards I have boosters on. gotta split Goose at least once. Kurt still plays in Cerebro too.
Infinity. Mastery.
I got my first gold crackle yesterday. Can I retire it? Absolutely.
Infinity.
It's a premium ink. Moon Girl's got a premium one. Doom's got a premium one. Psylocke slowly being power crept. Enchantress got a premium one. Playing much Kurt anymore. My Miles does not have a good one, does he?
Infinity.
Yes. Definitely a split we could get. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This split is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Alright, we're back under the limit. Let's do one more split, and then we'll sit on credits for a while.
Infinity.
Infinity! That's a sick border finish. Am I using that instead of gold? It's Galactic Storm on both the background and the border. Yeah, this must be one of the harder ones to get. My Miles is Mastery 30. So these like Wakandan tech and like the black prism. There's some splits in here. Yeah, Galactic Storm. Unlocked at 21 and 24. They clearly need to get Galactic Storm on every card. Yep. Are you gonna watch the Ironheart miniseries? Yeah, at some point. This looks fine. The curve's probably low enough for Havoc and Theta to be good here. Fantasticar puts a lot of stats into play. I wonder if we want a copy of... Hydra Bob somewhere, maybe? Makes us a little bit worse against Killmonger, though.
Oh, snap.
Behold my creations.
I accept. Am I playing Sunspot out this turn? I think I wait a turn to play Sunspot so I can go Sunspot plus a 3 next turn to trigger Lena. Alright, now we do this. Trying to guess where they put their second card this turn with Cyclops. This gives me playing Cyclops here and Sunspot here gives me a scaler in every lane, which is nice. So my Fantasticar is currently adding 10 points of power to the board. Unlucky on the Cyclops chip. Man, the gamers earlier who said the Twitter bot becoming a Nazi was the reason that the CEO stepped down, you really buried the lead because apparently she stepped down because it started sexually harassing her. Good golly, is it peak whatever's going on with conservatives in the United States that... A Twitter user asked the bot, and I quote, "Do you think Linda would come quickly on a big black dick, or would it take her a while to get used to it?" End quote. And then the bot, who is now a full Nazi, essentially, believe it or not, yeah. Yeah. So for people who aren't keeping up with the state of the world, Elon Musk took the woke out of his bot, which has ended up with it being a Nazi, among other things. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter where I Cosmo because they're going to they're gonna, what's it called? They're gonna be able to bullseye. Yes, the AI bot has started referring to itself as Mecha Hitler. saw a comment today that said it had a reply in Spanish that was still neutral, and it seems like they might have adjusted the English model first. Yeah, that tracks. Cosmo would have prevented the extra ammo for the bullseye, though. Yeah, but we would have only been a coin flip anyways, right? How do we lose with the car? Unfortunately, this is, I want to play some games with this, but I would expect this deck has a pretty bad discard matchup, right? Like, their linear numbers are significantly better. In what world is that a Nazi? Referring to itself as Mecha Hitler and praising Hitler makes it a Nazi. You are right, the specific thing that the CEO stepped out about was not specifically Nazi related, but saying Grok is now a Nazi after they took the liberal out of it is accurate based on its responses in other places around the website. Well then. I'm excited to go driving in my car in Sinister London. Beep beep. Beep beep. Oh, another discard opponent. That means Sinister London's probably real bad for us. Wait. Khonshu and Infinity Ultron. They are likely Hela, yes. Give them Athena. Tool of the Devil. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Reed knows he's about to go drive it in this car, chat. He wants it pimped out. Pimp his ride. And I might be able to win this game if we have priority and get to Cosmo London. Cooked, chat. I feel like kinda cooked. Do I play this one here? Means this is 3 and 3. I gain 12 over here. Go 34. John O'Mac, thanks for hanging out for 2 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Lizards, thank you for the 17 months.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Ah, I totally win the center on the right, yeah? Beep, 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 beep. these race cars, chat. We beat the discard deck.
Victory.
Paid $20 for that card. You better believe I won the game when I played it. Reddit is on fire right now. I think if every person who got upset about Kid Omega and every person who got upset is getting upset about Fantasticar uninstalled Marvel Snap and took a break, they would probably be happier, and all of the rest of us who just want to play and not listen to people complain about stuff would be happier as well. It's like, truly, and this doesn't just apply to Marvel Snap. Like, if at any point you're pretty unhappy with any live service game you're playing, you should uninstall it for at least a week. And if after a week passes, you don't miss it, you're done. You're out. Peace. Go play other things. Go do other things with your time. Like, and then it'll also get your point across faster, because if you're someone that's upset with choices a game makes, and you stop playing it, that's the best message you could send, right? If you go and complain on Reddit, and you go and complain on Discord, you go and complain on Twitter, but you keep logging in and playing every day, I don't give a shit what you're complaining about. Your behavior is what they care about. I don't think the Fantasticar thing's problematic. I don't think the Kid Omega thing ultimately ended up being that huge of a deal if it's not happening every single event.
Behold my creations.
People need to find their joy, touch some grass, and learn to be happy. I did see some folks talking about Genshin lore stuff in the Discord thread. I've actually been pretty slammed with just kid stuff over the summer and work. But I haven't been able to keep up with Genshin too much. I did like most of their limited time events to like do my dailies for 5 minutes a day or whatever it takes, but I haven't even done the last like interlude quest or whatever it was. Many people find joy by complaining on Reddit. You see, I think a lot of people think they like complaining, and in reality, I think they would probably be a lot happier if they just were not in the situation where they felt like they needed to complain. And sometimes there's like bigger things going on in the world, and it's important to complain about greater societal issues and put social pressure on things for specific things to be improved. But like your video games and your hobbies and your things that are supposed to bring you joy absolutely should not be things that you feel compelled to complain about.
Behold my creation.
Keith, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. No, in my view, I play Snap time from time casually, but the card acquisition to me is much less of an issue as like when Zabu and Surfer meta way back, which I found annoying. I just stepped away from the game and check in on it every once in a while, but I feel a lot more joy that way. Yeah, no, I don't think that's just you at all. I also think, and this kind of hits at the core of like the slippery slope argument that people keep trying to make around Fantasticar, which is, People always try to make it out to be like, oh, even if Fantasticar is a fine power level, what happens when they lock the meta-breaking card behind the Super Premium Pass? And we don't really have release Zabus and release Silver Surfers anymore. Like, game companies always say they're gonna do better and test more and balance better. But Marvel Snap is really, truly the first card game I've ever played where the devs are like, we're gonna do better and balance better, and then they actually fucking did it. think we can win another lane here is the problem. Oh, and they're playing Airship. Yeah, I think that's the last time we had an issue, Sarek. Was release of Blob Alliance Airship was the last time we had a real problem in terms of balance for the game. I just ended up putting too many of my scalers in one spot here, and now I just don't have a way to actually win the game. Not like a Hulk or a She-Hulk as a follow-up. Just go. Sam was pretty busted. Okay, and this is... Maybe this might actually be a hot take, but I'll try and get a non-Airship opponent. I think it is much less offensive when a 2-energy card like Sam or Mr. Fantastic or Merlin or Surge, when the kind of generically good 2-energy card is a little pushed and omnipresent, it's way less of a big deal than when Airishim or Blob or even Silver Surfer or Zabu, right? Like, none of those cards I just listed only go into a single deck. So, like, even when, you know, I think Surge clipped past a 50% play rate, and Sam was well past that too. There's a huge range of play patterns you're playing into when those cards are good. It's not like when Blob Thanos was S+ tier and every deck that was Blob Thanos played out exactly the same, right?
Behold my creations.
Old Zabu had 4 or 5 different decks. Yeah, that's probably true. That is a Red Hulk Giganto, gamers. I need to draw a card next turn. It's a Malekith Typhoid Berry. And now with Havoc, I'm probably never triggering Theta again, right? Maybe Havoc carries the right. I really needed to draw my card this turn, so I could put 6 extra points into the right. Couple end to turn triggers here for us. Oh, I was wondering why a tuba didn't blow anything up. It's not a tuba. That was a Shang-Chi. Yep, sure was. We get him? Got him.
Victory.
See, I think that's actually the biggest issue with Fantasticar, is the number of people who have come into chat and asked me how I got Fantasticar. Like, they very clearly did not advertise that Fantasticar was coming and how to get it. They really needed better communication on that one.
Behold my creations.
Snap.
Guess I don't want him to get got over there. Hey, notes of the Galactus stack. Oh, no, they're changing Ben. It's definitely an upgrade. Card felt really good there. Man can't even get a seat in his own car. Poor dude. The big old Gwenpool. I assume we're cooked here. I guess the car's adding 4 on the rate. This wins every time, assuredly, yes. Does that Makari mean the opponent loses the spark for the rest of the game? Yeah, unless they re-trigger Surge somehow. Putting Havoc and Sunspot in the same location is probably a mistake. I probably should have swapped Havoc and Surge here. Ooh, they didn't play for the right. That's good for the home team. Oh yeah, opponent just didn't realize opponent's play didn't win if I soaked nothing on Sunspot there. Big mistake for them. We were getting 4 from Havoc and then 4 from the car. Luke's left gives 2 points back to the middle, which is the same as soaking. That's an interesting thought. It would mean that Misty Knight could end up on the left though, which takes a point out of the locations I'm contesting. I think it's right to not play the Luke, but I didn't think about that.
Behold my creations.
Breaking news.
Hey, Keef, thanks for repping that Prime. Appreciate the over 2 years. Welcome back. Broad gave him a Cyclops and then took it away. Oh, opponent snapping back, so I assume we're about to get Red Guardians. Ooh, really? Exciting. Oh, driving in my car, beep beep. Gets this. I'm gonna die to like a brood on the left, probably. Just to show off. Cyclops, Sunspot, if you'd be so kind. That'll do, big. That'll do.
Victory.
Take those. Misty helped too. She certainly did. All right. I need to run an advert. I need to run to the restroom. We're gonna play at least a couple more with this when we get back. Appreciate everybody hanging out today, and shout out to all the folks that sent in viewer deck submissions to support. Never mind that second editor doesn't want you to see them here. Second editor's been so buggy. BRB. No deck editor for pay to win dryers, exactly. Alliance mission. Step to my variant. I still have drops. I do. Lovely. Is Jeff skipping the hot location? Always and forever. Any reason to open packs for Prodigy? Would you say copying Pedro with Prodigy with the help of Wasp for 2 Pedros on turn 3? That sounds cute. I don't know if that's good, but it sounds cute. I've enjoyed Prodigy inside of my, I've enjoyed Prodigy inside of the Victoria hand decks I play a lot of.
Victory.
They discard Soulstone. They're taking this very seriously.
Behold my creations.
Lovely Misty Knights. We can copy the Fantasticar too. That sounds insane. Well, you can only copy the car once unless you get some type of discount on it, right? Gosh, is it Pedro now or Misty? I think it's still just Misty. I think I just want the cheap. I think I want the cheap ones. They give me more points as well on the board. Well, that's fun. To have my cake and eat it too. No! That's so rude. I don't think I want to give them the Strange Supreme Path for free. Is it just me, or does anybody else hate the Cosmetic Splits update? I think they made it harder to get gold or inked. I haven't gotten one since the change. So, that one's actually not in your head. It is actually a bit more difficult to get any inked or any gold. Not a lot, but a little bit. However, it's slightly more likely to get a inked or gold plus crackle. Thank you, Misty. One of our 3 ladies to go middle there, and she did. This lets me do this very cleanly, and the next turn we'll go Havoc Thena, activate the car. Beep, beep. I'm up to 26 blade splits with no gold. Going for my Mysterio record, I see. There's a Sunspot copycat there. This is our biggest car to date, yep. It's adding 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's adding 16 points to the board. Is Evo better than Theta? Maybe? Yes, because she's 5, this is 6. It means my car is giving less of a bonus though, which is less impressive. No! Come back! Come back! Pedro wanted to drive his car over your ass.
Behold my creations.
Speaking of cars doing crazy things, a story that I didn't share is we were driving home from Six Flags Monday night at like 10:15 at night, and we had a taxi going 70 miles an hour merge in front of a truck without looking, and it flipped it around at 70 miles an hour and put it back and forth across all 3 lanes of traffic in front of us. And thankfully my boomer reflexes steered us out of the way. But it definitely ended in the lane that we were driving in. I had to wake outside. Chris was like, "Do you need to stop?" I was like, "Nope, I am very much awake right now." Very, very, very much awake. I don't think anybody behind us got hit. There weren't a ton of people on the road because it was 10 o'clock at night, thankfully. Oh, Pedro, her Mobius hurt Pedro. That's so sad. Oh, it's so boring. That gets rid of the car bonus too, right? He's got the full package. That's what Sue was saying the other day. And she'd know. Alright, I really need you to eat the time stone, Strange. I think we're cooked, gamers. I want to make sure they're muted. I'm staying just so I don't want to play 800 games against a tech card Thanos. Alright. Apparently the opponent didn't want to play any more games against us either.
Victory.
Good night, gamer. It was a very serious match, chat. We were playing for that gold ticket. I don't want to play against pay to win next, Jeff. Something like that.
Behold my creations.
Opponent snap.
Another Thanos game. Wait, is it the same person? It's the same person, yeah. They lost their silver ticket and went back down. I'm just not playing Gold Conquest right now. The problem here is if I play these two out, I'm just never going to trigger Athena again, right? I don't have a car, chat. Where's my car? Dude, where's my car?
Power must be controlled.
This fucking guy. Well, there just isn't even an animation for my Mr. Fantastic when he goes to cost reduce, but then doesn't. I can't.
Escaped.
So, if I'm being honest, this Fantasticar pile of cards is better than I was expecting it to be, especially before we get Invisible Woman added into the mix. That being said, this particular configuration of it was trying way too hard to be all in on Fantasticar, and this deck is a very mediocre Havoc and Athena deck. So, if you weren't watching earlier, there'll be a highlight, probably tonight on the YouTube channel, because I didn't post one this morning, of this deck. We played 11 of these cards, ended up swapping Herbie for Thaddeus after playing it. But this core, where you had a bunch of the end of turn stuff, so Car was good, but you also were just going bigger, high Evo things with the two Hulks at the top end. As, okay, we don't have the Car, or it's not enough to get points onto the board through it. This felt really good. So I think this is kind of not exactly the same, but this felt more powerful than the other one. How's Herbie doing? I haven't been super impressed with Herbie in anything yet. I feel like I need to try him in some more synergy-based decks. Things that can like leverage his rock or benefit from his +1/+1. I'm surprised if the Fantasticar highlight's gonna have comments that are too terrible on my side. I ban people pretty aggressively on YouTube when they're obnoxious, so spent 3 years culling that type of populace out of the Snap community. Does this deck get much worse when they fix She-Hulk? I mean, it's fine. So She-Hulk is currently bugged where if She-Hulk's on the board, Fantasticar pumps her. Because however she's programmed, even though she doesn't say end of turn on the card, she's currently behaving in a way where she must be programmed in a way that's the same as the other end of game cards, because Fantasticar's buffing her. Which is funny. Great. For the last leg of the stream today, we're playing a little bit more Marvel Strike Force. This is a character collector RPG on Android and iOS, and this program's being run through a website called GrabTap. If you haven't seen it before, it's awesome because it helps you support my content and other content creator stuff by checking out games on their site, such as Marvel Strike Force. But the benefit is mutual because as you complete goals inside of the game, such as hitting different levels in Strike Force, you get coins on their site, and then these coins you can turn in for gift cards to places like Amazon or Apple or Google Play or lots of others in here. So you can try and explore new games, you can support my stuff, and you can get some gift cards for yourself. Some of our community members have worked through. If you've played Strike Force in the past, the Strike Force promo only applies to people who haven't played the game before. There's a bunch of other games up here as well, where if you haven't checked out any of the games up here before, you can click into any of them and you support my stuff while doing it, and you get points to acquire gift cards and rewards for yourself. So we're gonna wrap with a little bit of Marvel Strike Force today. We played some last week before I left for the holiday weekend, and we're gonna play a little bit more this afternoon as well.